Ah, well, praise the gods. We found a palace called Asmi Palace. And what Asmi Palace is it's a very, very challenging castle. But we're not going to go tackle that yet, but that'll be probably tomorrow's quest. So, as you may have noticed, some of these enemies are listed in red. This means that the game is basically telling me you're probably not going to win if you try to battle them. So, just like these snout beetles. But these guys are more terrible than the bark beetles are. Mainly because they just do way more damage. So, we're going to come over here to this peacock, and we're just going to beat him up. I make sound effects. And yeah, that's what's up. And here's also a witch. These folk are very tough. These old ladies can do a lot of damage. Mainly because they can heal themselves while taking me out. So it's wise not to aggro them, because normally they're passive. Unless they're in packs, in which case they're pretty aggressive. So we're going to let them go quite a distance, and then we're going to go and attempt to beat them down. Like the witch you are! Cool. Scuzzy cat. Good job, Scuzzy cat. Yeah! We beat the witch. Where's Hansel and Gretel? Oh, no. I guess no Hansel and Gretel. That's okay. We got something even better than that, Scuzzy cat. We have friendship. Or that's what Pokemon told me. Pokemon! Ooh, chickens. Chickens are the best way to level up when you're level 1. Because remember, it takes 50 XP to level up for level 2. Which is pretty much like leveling up to level 2 in D&D. Pretty arduous, if the DM's pretty bad. These chickens can do some pretty horrific damage too. Careful. Alrighty. Got ourselves a shield we can't use. The plot thickens. Hey, look down there. It appears there are cows. Well, how opportune. I think we shall deal with these cows. Scuzzy. Come on, cat. Oh, this isn't gonna end well. Normally, they don't even want you to 1v1 these things, much less 3v1. Okay. We survive by skill alone. That's it. Okay, we're going to open up our crafting, which will allow us to get pineapple slices. And we shall craft many of them. Very good. Okay, let's see. I think we'll get ourselves 15. Sweet. And weed. That gets us 100 HP per deal. This means you normally need about 1 to 2 at a time just to make everything work. Alright. Now take on these other 2 cows. You may wonder, but why? Well, getting a lot of EXP for each one's a good deal too. And the text above their names, I think, means the chance of me knocking them down with my knockout attack. Or in my case, my mouse 2 button. Normally NPCs are about my level, so whenever I take them on, they usually come up as blue text, which signifies that the game thinks that I have an okay chance of winning, which is probably better than what I give myself. Scuzzy Cat, you're earning your worth. Since he's only 3 EXP behind me, and it's very likely he will level up the same time that I do. Or around the same time. Because he'll get a little more experience than I will at certain times. I think we may have just attacked a onion lane, like on accident. That's hilarious. Onion lings are kind of like the turds of the entire game. They just don't do much damage. If they gang up on you, they may pose a little bit of a threat, but otherwise they're pretty benevolent. Ah. That's definitely the trifecta. You don't want that. So we're just going to take on onionlings. They get us some food, and we also get some EXP out of it, which is nice. Oh, we leveled up. And Scuzzy Cat will in a second. Observe. Okay, it appears we have aggroed a wizard. In this case... Scuzzy Cat. You're the cat, man. You're the cat. You're my cat. That's what's up. I will always have a few more points of EXP higher than Scuzzy, but if I keep him around and I can keep him alive long enough, and we have equal EXP, it's highly likely that we'll level up about the same rate. But of course, I'll always have just about 4 or 5 more points than he will at all times. You may ask, why aren't you leveling up? And the answer is because right now I don't really need to. Okay, so take stock of our lives. Right now, our power is 5, and our HP only went up a few points. And that's it. So our power went up 4 points. Next level we'll get 10 power out of this next one. Which normally you jump to about power 30 or so, and then it starts to really taper off. I think just from the game telling you no, can't level up. Normally I try to combo them out, so I'm going to keep in the sniper side, so it keeps my combos at least, you know, consistent. The more I fire, the better it is. Yeah, going and doing a lot of damage to cows is actually more of a feat than not, because they actually have a lot of HP. Not a lot of damage behind them, but they do a lot of HP. They have a lot of HP behind them. You notice that Scuzzy has increased by 10 HP just by himself. And when I level up right now, I'm going to give him about 8% more. So he'll probably have around 110 or so HP. Yeah, 120. Guess my math sucks today. Alright. And then we go and we attack the cow again. Yay! Cow attacked. And we knocked him down, so that finished him off. And that makes our leveling happen a little faster if we can attack cows the entire time. Then eventually that gravy train will run out. Guarantee you that. Also because our damage hasn't increased. Us leveling only increases the capacity to wield heavier and better weapons, not the actual weaponry. Alright, pineapple time. As you may have noticed, it's 5:10, or 15:11, so it's about 3 in the afternoon, this game. So what we're going to try to do is, when it reaches about 5 p.m., we're going to try to make our way back. In which case we'll have a pretty good shot of getting back to bed, getting to 7 a.m., and starting this all over again. If not, we find a bed and we wait till morning. Scuzzy, it's time for a cat fight. Do it! Good job. Wow. Yeah. This is what happens when you have no armor. I have no resistance and I have no armor, so I'm literally taking every point of damage they can inflict on me, which severely hampers the amount of damage I'm doing over time. Yeah, our next objective is going to be build armor. That's why we're looking for bushes right now. See, Minecraft, it's pretty easy. You can make a house anywhere, but they don't even have houses yet. Not until this next update, which is going to come out in an undetermined amount of time. When they do come up with a house, I'll have a pretty banging house in my other account, say that much. Alright, spiked people. Sorry, but you're going to have to die. Seems like my Scuzzy cat is in a brawl right now. That's bueno. Knew my cat was hardcore. Remember, I offered him candy and he went with me. I think I'm by definition having a mustache right now. Whoa. Yeah, I'm excited to see how their new questing system is going to turn out. Cool. Got 3 EXP and we have possibly new armor. But I don't think we did. I don't think we got that much out of it, actually. But, hey, EXP is definitely EXP. Once we were able to get a boat, I think things will become a bit more easier in our world. And I think those are lemon beetles. Okay. Lemon beetles are the weakest of the beetles. Well, except for, you know, Ringo, but that's irrelevant. If you take away anything from my game, it's this. If you're going to aggro a bunch of them, make sure you die. Crap. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to run until 2 of them back away, and then we're going to aggro the 3rd. We're just going to separate them that way. Okay. Well, that lemon beetle's about to go. That's good. Right, Bumblebee. I feel like I'm a Transformer movie. Alright, now we're going to use up this potion because it was pretty obvious I wasn't going to well. Sweet. Alright. Now, bumblebees have a high crit chance. That's why they're probably more dangerous than lemon beetles are. Also, they can fly, so they make aiming a little difficult. Well, at least we got some points out of that. Scuzzy cat got a lot of it. Ooh, and a horse. A horse, a kingdom for my horse. Cats are pretty vicious in this game, so that's why I usually try to get them as my first pet. They just do a lot of damage. At first they don't, but later on they do pretty decent damage, actually. Yeah, shame I can't see how much he's actually doing. I'm pretty sure he's doing a lot of damage, actually. He's taking off maybe a couple of hits every time. There you go. Alright, pineapple time. Okay, like I said before, it's 406 in this game, so I think we'll make our way back. See what's going on at Asmi Palace. First, we're going to get this heart flower. I'll express to you why in a little bit, whenever we get into our crafting section. Plus, now we have some money to deal with. We have a little over a silver, which makes life much, much easier to deal with. Remember, we're trying to get to level 3 by the beginning of this next day. Oh, man. Okay, moving on. Okay, some ginseng. Get about 1 to 3 at a time. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, cool. Sometimes they have random fireplaces. That's a good place if you have ginseng to make some ginseng soup. Notice that just by itself I'm making 200 HP. That's it's over 2/3 my health. That's almost all of it. 80%. So just by having 10 by virtue, I can have a much better chance of surviving. But pineapples are much more abundant and much easier to get. So that's typically why I use them first. Dun, 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 it's a bush. We'll name you George. Get it? Because George Bush. Never mind. Don't worry about that. Bush, bush, bush. Alrighty. You think that's funny, Scuzzy? No? Okay. I see. Raccoons. Hold the phone. Raccoons are the most powerful animal out here. Mainly because of just their speed and ferocity in battle. In fact, I would rather take on 10 witches at the same time. I'd have a better chance of surviving the encounter. Good job, Scuzzy. That's why pets are so useful, so they can aggro just the living daylights out of pretty much anyone, as long as you're far enough away and they got in close enough. They can just aggro, aggro, aggro. You may wonder, why am I doing so little damage? And the answer is because my bow is not entirely up to speed yet. So what's most likely going to happen is I'm going to have to... Ooh, these are biters. We may be able to survive an encounter with one. And I'm going to use may very, very loosely. Like, I don't think we're going to survive this, so we're just going to move on. We might kite him for a little bit, but I don't foresee this going well. Yeah. He just took out a lot of my HP, so we're just going to move on. Scuzzy might get a couple good hits in, which is better than I was thinking. See, Scuzzy's getting a couple hits in, which is nice. Ah, man, that sucks. Well, Scuzz, you're just going to have to take one for the team, bud. I have a frogman I have to deal with. Ah, crap. A biter, too. Alright. This is the time in the show where we go, run! Run for your lives! Ooh, but we'll get this heart flower first. That's kind of important. Okay, now that I can attack them without problems. Do-do-do. See, I don't get why they heal in front of my face, because I'm just going to knock them down and everything will not be hunky-dory for them. Alright, Crow. Hey, speaking of Crow, Game of Thrones is on in a couple of weeks. That's pretty exciting. Might have to go ham on some pretty cool looking. Ooh, that's a lot of onionlings. That could end very badly for me. Especially that I'm low level. Like management. Yeah! Onions! That's what's going on in my onion world. Call me Onion Ring. Okay. As you may have astutely observed, this is not going to end well. But this might. See, if you can manage to get the mage out first, all their DPS goes down the drain. So it's always good practice to take care of them. From first level to level 100. Always try to kill the mages first. Then typically they're ranged. By the time that the melee can get to you, hopefully you've had enough time to do significant damage where you can just knock them down. If not, then, well, good luck. That's a bunny. Sorry, bunny. Call you Chubby Bunny. Chubby Bunny. Cool. Went down. Okay. Here's 2 bushes. We'll call you Laura. And George Sr. I'm running out of bushes here. Ooh, are they? Yeah, they're hostile. Sometimes, if you're running low on resource, don't take one. Unless you're way, 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 way far away. And you can pick your shots. If you can pick your shots, then good. Alrighty. Come on, it's done. Dang it. Just plugging at you, buddy. Yes. Whew. Heart attack. And a chest. Ooh, well, we got Lenin. Yeah, Lenin. Lenin. Not the old Russian communist. Don't want one of those. Alright. Alright, cool. Well, that means we have 2 silver and almost 3. Good. By the time we sell all of our loot from that, we'll have over 3, almost 4, which is good. And we haven't died yet, which is exciting. Don't worry, that trend will end fairly soon. I assure you. I do not have the resources to simply survive this long. However, these sniper battles can last a long time. So I'm just going to wipe them out using my Scuzzy cat. Good job, Scuzzy. Good kitty cat. Ooh, 3 hearts in a row. That's good. It's like they're feeding me. Alright, almost to the city. You can tell because the road is near houses, so that means that we're near. Ooh, they're spiked people. They're not even hostile. That's fantastic. I always check to see if they're hostile by just firing at them. If they're hostile, it hits. If they don't, then, well, you know. Hey. Good try. Okay, so here's what happens. Whenever we go up to this guy and we go talk, it's going to turn 7 a.m. Alrighty, so we have to wait 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go upstairs, and there's always beds on the top of taverns and inns. So if you sleep, you can get some HP until it's, 1800 hours. In which case, hey, there you go. Cool. So when it turns 7 o'clock, all the animals will be reset. All the quests will be reset in new places. Yeah, it's important. Also, all of these nice, cool pumpkins and other crop, they come back. So it's important to just keep recycling it. Also, having an unlimited supply of pumpkins and pineapples are good. Okay, now that we're level 2, almost level 3, we're not going to craft yet, not until we're power level 10. So we're going to go this way. But I think we're going to stop right now, and we'll meet back next time. See you, folks.